I don't suppose you want to help me with the video today, do you? No, you're just gonna... Okay, sorry I bothered you. This episode of Orthodox Review was brought to you by a generous donation from Lancelot Andrewes Press, publishers of fine Western Christian classics and updated versions for the Orthodox West. Enjoy! Welcome back, everybody, to Orthodox Review, the most uneducated educational program on the internet today. I did some research, and yeah, it's true. I'm dumb. But anyway, okay, so today we're going to do another book in our Western Rite series. This is the I can't speak this morning. The Monastic Diurnal, which was originally published by Oxford University Press. This particular version is a reprint by Lancelot Andrewes Press here in the US of A from 2006, I'm sorry. And it is a faithful and sturdy reproduction of that work. Let's get into this, shall we? Okay, so I know I catch a lot of flack for the Western Rite stuff, but just, hey, I'm a book review channel. It's a book. I'm reviewing it. Let's move on with our lives. Oh, yeah. Patreon, PayPal, blah, blah, blah. Help. Please, help. I could use the help. If you want, whatever. Yeah, that didn't sound like I was begging at all, right? All right, let's move on. All right, so the original Oxford University Press version came out in 1932. It was an English translation of the Breviarium Monasticum from Bruges in 1925. It's a restoration of the original Benedictine rule, which was established by St. Benedict in 535, thereabouts. And so this represents a rolling back to that original rule due to the innovations of Pope Pius X, who sat on the papal throne from 1903 to 1914 and just kind of screwed up the whole office of hours. And so this group set out to restore the original rule, and so that's what we have here. Now, subsequent printings with some corrections and a few tweaks came out in 1957 and 1963 respectively. So this is a reprint of the 1963, the final version by Oxford. So let's talk about the construction for a little bit. This is a hard leatherette cover, and by hard it's stiff. It's meant to kind of be able to take the wear and tear of years and years and years of use. And you will, of course, notice, I'm going to try to find a page without a bookmark in it, quick. Yes, I've been trying to use it. The binding is smythe sewn and glued to perfection. So it's not meant to lay flat necessarily. It's meant to be held in one hand. I don't know. I'm just thoroughly impressed with the binding. Now this was printed in Korea, which I could do without, but that's whatever, man. We're just trying to get some books out here. You know what I mean? So anyway, the rule came to England with St. Augustine. Take that for what it is. But the Oxford University version was produced for the Church of England to be in accordance with the Book of Common Prayer, which was not too far removed from the Latin Rite at that point. But it's worth noting that the rules set forth in the book go along with the commons at the time, it is worth noting that though this is not, there's no innovation here. It is exactly as it would have been in a Benedictine monastery between the 6th and 15th, 16th century. So you have the I did not drink enough coffee this morning, folks. So let's look at it. It's not an easy book to use. There's a lot of flipping back and forth, and I'll get into my thoughts on that a little later. And that has nothing to do with Andrew Press. They licensed this to reprint it. It needs to be reprinted because it's a great example of English literature. But the way the Psalter is broken up is into the usual prime, lauds, terce, sext, none, vespers, and compline, which would be midnight office, first, third, sixth, and ninth hour, vespers and compline if you were going by the Eastern usage. And so you have the Psalms laid out as such, and then you have other sections for, let's say here, pardon me, so here we are in the second week after Easter, so special antiphons for that week. Let's say you're I'm recording this on May 2nd, so we'll go to May 2nd. So May 2nd, there is, in the Western tradition, St. Athanasius is celebrated, so there's a special collect for that. And then during Paschal Tide, you have comments for martyrs, things like that. So there's a lot of movable parts. But once you read through the service, it's pretty clear about what should go where. There's just a lot of flipping back and forth. And at the time, that was done to save paper, save time, save space, and printing costs. I have a few ideas on how this can be updated, but we'll get that to that in a moment. The only thing about the use of this book in your personal rule is that the use of an ordo, that is the order for services, kind of holds you back a little bit. You have to put a little more work into ordering things. But Lancelot Andrewes Press, they have an ordo, so you can get one from them. So that's pretty cool. My goodness, I don't have the corona, I promise. So Lancelot Andrewes Press has done the literary world a great service by reprinting this. I wholeheartedly believe that. What I will say, and this is where it all comes down to editorial ideas, and who knows, maybe I can do it myself given the enough time. But I think the book is worthy of an update. They did such a fantastic job with the Book of Common Prayer that I think, given the time and resources, that this book could be refined, maybe reordered just slightly for the 21st century. No innovation in the contents, just in the ordering and the amount of pages. But that's a story for another time. I've got ideas. But anyway, it's a fantastic book. Fan-flippantastic. Now, here's the thing. The companion book to go with this is the book for Matins. And if you want to buy both of them together, Lancelot Andrewes Press is offering a discount on a bundle. $30 off the two together, combined. Oh yes, that's a thing. So check out the link in the description for that delicious coupon, and I hope that these books bring everyone a little bit of blessing and a little bit closer to God in the recitation of the Psalms. At any rate, on behalf of Spooky Cat and myself, I want to thank everyone for sticking around and sticking with me. I know the virus has got us down, but we are not out yet, folks, because our Lord Jesus Christ is risen from the dead, trampling down death by death, and upon those in the tombs bestowing life. Christ is risen. I love you all. Don't forget to go to church, say your prayers, and remember God. God bless.